Regardez votre programme avec Cinéma Tout Vu, DVD, affiches, livres, cartes postales, raretés et photos. La boutique de tous les cinémas, c'est à La Rochelle, 10 rue de la Ferté.
You prepared a World Cup final. Is the atmosphere different before a European final?
Yeah, obviously it's a little different, you know, but it's exciting as well, and we're really looking forward to getting over to England and to having a good preparation for the weekend to put together a good performance.
A World Cup final is a tournament of 8 weeks. European final or top 14 final is a long season term. Is it different for you as an achievement?
I think every competition holds its own difficulties. And it's the beauty of playing in Europe is that it is a long season, and that you have to stay on top of your game for such a long time to get to the final, and then you have to be able to perform in that game. So every tournament holds its own beauty, and for me personally, I really enjoy playing in France and in Europe, and I'm really excited to get to England and play.
Is it a good thing to play in Toulouse? Have you know this team, and is it a good thing for you?
Probably goes both ways. It's they know us as well, so we're both familiar with each other, and it's great for French rugby to have two teams in the grand final of Europe.
You will face Antoine Dupont. What's your opinion about this final?
He's a great player. I really enjoy watching Antoine play. I think he's the best in the world at the moment, the best number 9, and it's always nice to have competition, but when you enjoy watching another player as well, I mean, he's a great talent, and he's exceptional for French rugby.
Jerry, if you want to ask your question to Tawera. No, maybe peut-être qu'il a gardé sa main. Donc Iltude, if you want to ask a question.
Hi Tawera, afternoon. Hope everything's well. Just wanted to ask you a question. I'm playing with Victor Vito. What's he like as a number 8 to be alongside?
I've played with and against Victor Vito since 2012, 11-12. He's a phenomenal athlete. Obviously, you don't need me to tell you that, but he's a really good bloke, and I think one of his greatest strengths that it's not physical is his communication and his ability to create to communicate with the people around him. To make everything a lot easier, but he's awesome to play with. Obviously, he's freakish in his athletic abilities with ball in hand and on defence. But it's his communication which really comes to the fore in the big moments, I think.
Sorry, just a second.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. And Jerome Kino is someone you've also played with and against. What's he like?
Yeah, Jerome's a phenomenal player as well. He's one of the best number 6s in All Black history, and he's still a juggernaut even at his age at the moment. So it's always nice. I've played against Jerome for a long time as well, and he's a good friend. It'll be nice to catch up with him after the game.
And last one from me and Danny, other man. You've lost twice in the league and once in pre-season to Toulouse. What makes it so difficult to beat them?
They're a great team. They've got a great history. They're full of individuals with a lot of X factor that can break open a game. So right across the board, they're very fortunate with the quality of players that they have.
Thank you. Go well Saturday.
Cheers.
Hugh?
Yeah, hi there, good to see you. Just
to follow up the question about Antoine Dupont, could you describe why you think he's the best number 9 in the world? His skills, his attributes, please.
Yeah, I think for one, he's an excitement machine. You know, he's athletically very gifted with his speed, and he's intelligent with his running lines. And I suppose he picks his moments. You know, he's always there generally in a big moment. But I think he's very well rounded as well with his passing and kicking game, and obviously he can also defend. So I'd probably say he's the complete 9 going around at the minute.
And can I ask you about Ronan O'Gara? Could you describe the influence he's had on this team, either in general terms, maybe in the mindset, or particularly in aspects of your play? If you could give us a flavour of that, please.
Yeah, he's had a tremendous impact on the team along with Jono, and I suppose Ronan brings a wealth of knowledge playing in Europe and obviously going and coaching in New Zealand as well. He's well travelled, and I suppose he picks from all the experiences that he's had and tries to give us the best version of his experiences, and his positivity is massive, and obviously the small things within the team that allows us to improve a lot. He's also great at giving that information, and obviously having a 10 of his caliber, it also it's great for our playmakers.
Great. Thanks, Tawera. Thanks.
Cheers, mate.
Sian?
Could I just ask you a follow-up question just about Ronan, please? Obviously, he spent time in the Crusaders. I'm sure you know a bit about the setup over there. Can you see the Kiwi influence in him at all since he's kind of come back from there in terms of his coaching? Yeah, I can in bits and pieces, and probably a lot in the way we deal with setbacks and problems and momentum swings on the field. I think in New Zealand we do a lot of work on the mental side of the game and being able to identify those problems. And I think from the way Rog coaches, he sees a lot of that stuff, and often I think it's the mental game. In the end, they get you across the line. Everyone's all the players on the field are great athletes and stuff, and it's how you handle the pressure and how you feel the momentum, how it flows and ebbs during a match, and obviously if you can pick your moments. Yeah, I know the keep ball alive KBA thing was one of his, in terms of coaching, like that's his traits that he's kind of been saying. As the scrum half, you obviously play a key role, I guess, in that. How enjoyable is that style of play to play in?
Oh, look, we have a fantastic team coaching setup here at La Rochelle, and we've got so many athletes in the team that that are able to keep the ball alive and play with that French flair that we all love to see. So it's easy for me if my big lads go forward. It's easy for me to direct play.
Cheers, best of luck again.
Cheers, mate.
Nick?
Hello, Tawera. Thanks very much for your time. What kind of role will Luke Pearce, the referee, have to play this weekend, do you think?
Oh well, I'm not too sure. I think I've never been a referee, but I suppose when the game flows really well and the referee doesn't have to get involved as much, it's a better spectacle. But I've been really impressed with the refereeing in the European Championship so far. The refs have been a pleasure to work with. They've been very clear with their communication and what they want, and we've had really no troubles whatsoever with communicating with the referees thus far.
There's not a career in refereeing beckoning once you retire. You don't fancy it?
Oh, hey, look, I'm not too sure. The referees do a great job. I mean, the players, there's a lot of pressure on us, but I have to admit there's a tremendous amount of pressure, I suppose, on the referees to ref a good game. And obviously, it's easy when you're sitting in front of the television to you got all the camera angles to see what's going on. But the refs do a great job, mate. And we're just looking forward to the game. Hopefully, both teams can play a real positive game, and the ref doesn't have to blow the whistle too much.
In terms of the prem that you'll have done on Luke this week, does the way the Premiership's refereed differ largely from the way you're looked after in the top 14 week to week?
Yeah, I think there's small differences and whatnot, but at the end of the day, I think if you're playing positive football, which is the way we want to play, we play a good, clean, positive brand of rugby that hopefully it doesn't affect us too much. And like I said thus far, we've really enjoyed working with all the refs in the European competition.
Brilliant, thank you. One last question: memories of Twickenham?
Yeah, well, the last time I played there, I had fantastic memories. So that was a wee while ago now, but hopefully we can create more and create something special for the history of our club.
Have a great week. Thanks for your time.
Cheers, mate.
Tawera, question about the lack of public and the fact. What was your impression before and after the game against Leinster, and what's your feeling when you see that your public couldn't come in London?
We really miss our supporters, and before the match against Leinster, where our supporters turned out, is they give us the extra bit of confidence, the extra bit of envie to push in the moments when we're tired. They lift us up, and I know I speak for all the players that we really miss them, and it was something special for us to see our support out there before and after the game as well. And I think the La Rochelle players and the supporters have a very special relationship, a different relationship from other teams in Europe, and we wish we could bring them with us, but we'll carry them. We'll carry them when we play, and hopefully we can put a good performance together for them.